I had to come in grips with DC guys are my homies. And never had a problem with DC guys. I never been to training school with them. I never been to state prison with them. But when my peoples come home, it's just DC niggas, so you just automatically. But in the federal system, a lot of niggas don't get it. Like, they're my homies.
They're my homies.
You know what I mean? I had to, like, when they first brought this to me, I'm walking with one dude, man, for probably about 4 days. I just come in the jail, I'm walking for 4 days, thinking he from around the way. He tell me, nah, I'm from DC. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they had that bad stigma with him as far as the homosexual thing. But that's when I had to learn, and it was taught to me, because I used to hate when somebody say, well, Baltimore niggas telling like a motherfucker. I used to stand up for Baltimore. Bitch ass, I'm going and fuck you, a bitch. Blah, blah, blah. But the point is, there's suckers and thorough niggas everywhere. It's rats everywhere. Stand-up dudes everywhere.
Everywhere.
You understand what I said? So once you come in terms with that, I love them DC niggas, man.
Yeah. And you know one thing though, they gonna have all the more stigma about everything. If you put the whole Baltimore in the federal system, it's gonna be the same way, straight up. Yeah. It's gonna be the same way. They're gonna be like, yo, them Baltimore niggas this, them Baltimore niggas that, or them Baltimore niggas be on, like, cause it's everybody there from Baltimore.
It's everybody.
So
exactly.
That's how it is with DC. You know what I'm saying? DC got some thorough dudes, man. Like,
hell yeah.
You know what I mean, straight
hell
up. Yeah, they our homies. You know what I'm saying? 007, 037.
Hell yeah. All that shit linked right back to what I say about the communication. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to learn how to communicate, man.
Yeah.
If you can't talk, man, like, a lot of this stuff out here, man, can be talked about. Some of it can't no more, because it's gone. It's past a certain point. You know what I'm saying?
Some stuff don't even really be too far. It's just the communication ain't there. It's like there's no diplomacy. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even really no big homies doing some big homie stuff besides. Exactly. Well, I ain't gonna say no, because I think like Safe Streets be trying to do
got some
big homie stuff, like, they intervene with certain things that ain't gone too far. You know what I'm saying? But we need more of that. Like, we need more of that within the community, because a lot of times they be hearing about stuff at the stuff already flared up.
Already flared up. That's what I mean.
They can put it out.
I told me, like, we look at stuff now from like parents, but back then somebody killed your homie, I couldn't tell you, like, yo, let that go.
Yeah, exactly.
They ain't trying to hear that. Let it go. Oh, here you tripping. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's like some of it is too gone, man, and you just gotta hope in whatever people believe and pray that some kind of change come from them, man. But a lot of times we gotta go through shit to get to where we're gonna go.
Yeah.
That's life.
So,
you know what I mean?
Before we get out of here, I want to tell you my plans. I got plans. I just don't know how to go about it at the moment. I want to advocate for like Anthony, because I feel like he getting treated unjust. You know what I'm saying? Being as though he's an ADX still. And it's like not even like he started some gang that grew and grew and grew. Like somebody like Larry Hoover, should I say?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They feel like they justified why he got so much power still. I think somebody like Anthony, I think he getting treated the same, or not even the same, probably worse. You know what I'm saying? He been in, ADX for so many years of his life, and I think it's unjust. And he don't even got the pull. He don't got none of that stuff to really even the dictate, why he's still in that state.
Still there.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's unjust.
It's definitely crazy. Anthony, I think he the only one, or maybe the second one. I know the dude out of Chicago, King Blood. I think he was like the first one sentenced to like no human contact, like far as like letters and phones and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I think Ant like the second one. But yeah, you're right though, man. That's definitely inhumane, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that I mean, especially for somebody who haven't started any kind of organization. But guess what though, bro? What I've learned, when you get people to follow you so they think, they got to get rid of you, man. And I don't want to make it no fucking like conspiracy theory. It's just what it is, man. Because what the people said, all they wanted to know was who was willing to kill for Anthony. And them dudes started dropping names. What I mean by that, if this was like a conspiracy based on selling drugs, like a bunch of us would have been locked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even when we was going to trial, they were saying niggas' names about drugs. They didn't care about that. They would have never came and got Lil Vic if that dude wouldn't have said I shot him.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So once you got that kind of power, bro, you know what I mean? I don't know if we want to use the word power or in that kind of influence or motherfuckers got that kind of love for you.
Yeah.
They gotta take you off the street, bro.
Yeah, that's what I
They
said.
gotta
That
do something with you.
I said that in a segment before. I spoke on about Larry Hoover before. That was my very first podcast that I was kind of like training and seeing how, you know, a lot of times they just hate when, you know what I'm saying, black motherfuckers can organize. You know what I'm saying? They hate when motherfuckers can organize. It's a threat to the government, basically. It's just, it been like that
like
from the Panther Party. It been like that from whatever. So anything that they will do to break up and infiltrate and really like kill a head, that way nothing else can grow from it, they gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't want you unified, bro.
Nah.
I tell people that every day. I say, yo, we dominate every prison system, bro. If we can just stick together and get off of Baltimore, DC, New York, Jersey, and get like the Migos get, black, that's all we see. You've been in a joint. Yeah, you might hear this and it's sad. Yo, the New York boys beefing with the Mexicans.
Yeah, no, I posted,
But guess, is you crazy? You got 5 different gangs of Mexicans out there. And they all rocking with each other.
But
we gonna sit here. Yeah, but we gonna sit here and let the New York boys beef with the Mexicans.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of think like I think the further away you're from home, the more you're gonna cling to your own anyway. I think like because if we went like Cali, all the Mexicans, they wouldn't even probably even be allowed in the same prison system, like no Texas Mexicans with no Serenos and stuff like that. So wouldn't. I'm just saying like it's kind of like even when you was down Edgefield, you know what I'm saying? It's like the East Coast is more like together. Man, as though it was only 2 Baltimore dudes, then it's like Baltimore, DC, Philly. You get what I'm saying? It was like everybody was together, but the closer you would have came up to Baltimore, you know what I'm saying, and the numbers would have grew, it's like it would have been more division. That's just how it is. It's like
but we speaking the same thing though. That's what I'm saying. Right. They love to see that. They don't want to unify.
Okay.
I definitely agree with you saying. You understand? We saying the same thing, bro. Like they don't want to see us unified. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem. There's nowhere in the world the Mexicans should be beefing with New York. No, because they don't see it like that. If you walking down the compound and they pop off, bro, all they see is black.
Yeah.
They hitting you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what I liked it about Edgefield. The country boys wasn't going for a cracker. They call everybody a cracker. A black CO is a cracker to them too. Florida. Cracker ain't doing nothing. But they unify, bro.
Yeah.
Like you can come into jail today, and if you got a problem with a different race, like the whole yard to be out there. You don't know none of these niggas, man. From Tennessee, Atlanta. They on the yard like, what? Cracker did what? Where?
Yeah.
They ain't letting it happen because that's how they raised down the South. The deep South.
Yeah, we was like that. We was beefing with the Pisces.
Down so we popped off with them in Canaan too.
Yeah. So
we got a tour with the Pisces and with the Pisces. Up Canaan and like 05, 06 or something. You know, we went on work, got us up out there. But you know what? I'm always like got a bunch of different like cars and all that. You know, I'm Muslim. You know, so the Muslims everywhere. You know what I mean? So that's what I said. Tell people like, yo, when I'm in the jail, I love my homies. I deal with them, but I know what come with them.
Yeah.
So when I see them, what's up? We do about. I'm gone, bro. I do my bit. I got my workout bag on. You might see me walking with anybody, Italian, anything. I'm doing my bit. I'm just walking. You understand what I'm saying? So it like I was again. I knew how important that was. Like I said, good leadership, bro. You got to communicate. So now when something happened, I got somebody from Jersey that fuck with Vic, probably 5 of them, somebody from here. So the little shit can be talked about, but what happened? Boy, nigga, come on, man, let that shit go, man. That shit ain't about nothing. And we get the pushing. You know what I mean? You do well about our business. It's cool.
That's how politicians move. That's how you for the people. Like it's easy to be for the people because you got a voice. Like it ain't just communication. I mean, you got a voice. Like so you can. It's about networking and ties. You know what I'm saying? So you can squash that over there. Like no, let that be. Yo, you know what? He say you owe you $5. Yo, we go to $5.
Yeah.
You know XYZ. Bam. Like
that's some time.
So So that's important. That's important. You learned that. That was important. That was.
And that's why I think I get frustrated, bro, because so many years of living that way, in controlled environments, and you get out of here and it's so different. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, I'm a loner. I can hang by myself all day. I really don't need no friends or none of that. But sometimes you at least need a motherfucker that you can talk to so you can know you're not going crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's not the norm, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I call people sometimes like, yo, let me ask you this. I'll be like, no, I just want to make sure I'm not tripping. Make sure I ain't, because I'm quick to apologize if I disrespect the motherfucker unintentionally. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with that. Yo, I ain't mean it that way. Even with my wife, sometimes I ain't mean it that way. I thought, you know what I'm saying? But that's sometimes good. You just be like, you can't think this cool. Like, you can't, this not the norm. This shit not normal what y'all doing. But they make you think because you've been gone to prison for 10 years that you crazy. Nah, bro, ain't nothing wrong with us. These motherfuckers just fell in line with a whole bunch of bullshit.
Right.
That's it. You know what I mean? Like you said, you got 20-year-old, you got 45-year-old niggas calling a 22-year-old big homie because he got the bag. And he don't have no habits. I'm talking about the nigga 45 don't have no habits. He don't get high, he don't get nothing. It's just shorty got the bag. He may be getting the work from, so he big homie.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
A lot of times we be having our definition of a lot of words fucked up, bro. Like that loyalty shit again. You gotta be loyal to yourself first.
Right.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about from the point of view of self-preservation. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about it. You gotta be loyal to you again. Like, you gotta know who you are. And stand on that shit. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga tell me, boy, you go up there, you get caught, or when what you come, boy, they bury you from the neck up, and I might not go, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna go do that. But if I know I can handle that, it's worth the risk. Fuck, I'm gonna go because I know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the day, these gonna be knowing that self, man. And we knowing that self.
So let me ask you, do you feel like you got to be tested to know yourself? Because sometimes it's a lot of people that I know that told that they was anti, man, I never tell, and this till they was facing life with a co-defendant or, certain stuff like that. So some people, I guess they ain't really know they wasn't built like that until they was faced with some builtness. They was able to do 10 years and 5 years and little shit like that, but they was ultimately tested. Like, and there's some people that I know they was thorough. That's why I only say you only as good as today and tomorrow. Fuck yesterday. Because I know a lot of people that was once thorough. They would stand up. They done went to jail. They done did 10 years, back out, in and out. You know what I'm saying? Come 10 years later, now they weak now. Now they telling, you know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. So.
But that could have been in him. I think
it was, but this what I already say, yo, you gotta, some shit, and I ain't never afraid to admit, but I'm scared of something. Some shit just gotta scare the shit out you. I think as far as that can be a test as well. What I mean by that is, like, if I know that whatever I'm doing carry life, like, that shit gotta scare the shit out of me at that moment to whatever decision I make, whether I'm gonna stay away from it or like, fuck it, I'm gonna just have to ride that out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you definitely saying the right thing. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. You definitely have to be tested in some kind of way, because you never know who you are until you test it. That's why it's good not to talk so much. If these niggas out here wouldn't have killed so much and talked so much before they told, we probably wouldn't even care. We'll probably make an excuse for him. Like, yo, that wasn't in him anyway, man. Yo was a good dude. Like, he could, y'all know he couldn't do that time. I ain't saying we would fuck with him, but we would at least try to, like, justify his actions. But when you run around all day, like you said, like the dudes be, man, I never tell nobody, all this and that, and then you do it, that make us, like, want to talk about you all day.
That go with
you
anything.
Shouldn't have to say nothing. That's just like, certain shit you shouldn't have to say out your mouth.
That go with anything. I would teach my son that even on a football level. I tell him, just go out there and execute. But when you talk about what you're going to do and all that, if you fumble, you get what I'm saying? You're going to be that, because you ran your mouth first, because you know what I'm saying? You bring that attention on yourself. So just execute, man. Just, that's why I be something small as that. So once you start opening your mouth, you put a spotlight on yourself. So now you making yourself got to be perfect. Once you even claiming to be like a killer, you can't even let nothing slide now.
And
You know what I'm saying?
slide.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's almost like that's that, and I think that's what's going on a lot in the black community now, even down to like rappers, and they trying to live out, you know, they rhymes and all that. It's because the pressure that they putting behind themselves by uttering certain things, you know, that before they even, you know, probably catch a body or something, they rapping like they doing this and this. So if they run into any type of little conflict, now you gotta live up to it. You get what I'm saying?
Live up to it.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of like part of the problem. You know, a lot
My
of
uncle
people
told me that. My uncle told me that years ago. He said, you're gonna get a reputation that's too big for you to handle. I'm like, man, get out of here.